Hello dear students, myself Mamta Yuvar. I am your chemistry lecturer. So today I am going to explain you some important basic concept of inorganic chemistry. So in the previous video lecture you have already learned about atoms, elements, then molecular mass, atomic mass, etc. So today I am going to explain you some more important basic concept of inorganic chemistry like symbols, valency, then radicals, and how to write a formula. Now let's start with the first concept, that is symbol. So symbol is nothing but it is an abbreviation to represent an element. So it is nothing but it is an abbreviation to represent an element. So element, how many elements are there in the periodic table? So 118 elements are there and each element is having one symbol. Okay. So symbol andre artha enu? So 118 elements irutte periodic table alli, adರಲ್ಲಿ ಆ elements ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಚಿಹ್ನೆ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಚಿಹ್ನೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತೀವಿ? ಸಿಂಬಲ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. Okay. So let's start with the first element, that is hydrogen. So hydrogen, the atomic number is 1. So how to write a symbol for hydrogen? So we should consider the first letter, first alphabet of the name of the element. So capital H is the first alphabet. So capital H is the symbol for hydrogen. So whatever the letter we are going to use, that letter, first letter must be a capital letter. Okay. Then how to represent an element? So atomic mass should be written at the top left corner and the atomic number should be written bottom left corner. So this is the symbol or representation of an element. So similarly the second element, that is helium, the atomic number is 2. So here the first letter start with the capital H, so that we have already used for hydrogen. So that's why we have to consider the next letter of the element, that is E. The first letter should be a capital letter and the second letter should be a smaller one. So this is the symbol for helium. So the representation of this helium is 2, 4. So 4 and 2. The atomic mass should be written at the top and atomic number should be written at the bottom. Okay. So this is the representation of helium. Similarly, lithium. Third one, third atomic number 3, lithium. So this is the symbol. Beryllium. The atomic number is 4. The symbol is capital B, small e. Boron. The atomic number is 5. The symbol is capital B. Okay. So this is the way of given the symbol for the element. But some of the elements they have given the symbol depending upon the Latin word. So for example, sodium. So actually it starts with the capital S, but the symbol is given as sodium, Na. Right? So Na is, it is a Latin word, so that is natrium. Okay, so this is the first two alphabet. So that's why they had given the name as sodium. Similarly, potassium. So actually, the potassium start with a capital P, but the symbol is given as capital K. So this is from the Latin word. So that is nothing but the Kalium. So this is the first letter. So hence, totally 118 elements are there in the periodic table. So each element is having symbol. Now we will discuss about the second concept, that is valency. So valency is nothing but it is a combining capacity of an element in a molecule. So molecule alli ಎಷ್ಟು atoms ಇರ್ತದೆ, elements ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು combine ಆಗುವಂತ capacity ನಾವು ಏನಂತೀವಿ? valency ಅಂತೀವಿ. So for example, hydrogen molecule. So hydrogen molecule is having 2 hydrogen atoms and each hydrogen atom is having one electron. The combining capacity of this hydrogen molecule is 1. So that is nothing but the sharing of electrons between the two hydrogen atom. So hence there is a formation of one covalent bond. So its valency is 1. So that is called monovalent. So the covalency is 1. So covalency is nothing but the valency in the covalent bond. So one covalent bond has been formed between the two hydrogen atom. So hence the covalency is 1. So it is nothing but the combining capacity of the two hydrogen atom is 1. So hence it is known as monovalent. Similarly, the oxygen molecule. So oxygen molecule is it contains two oxygen atoms. So which is having 6 electrons each. So to attain stability or to attain octet, it combines 2 electrons. So 2 electrons share ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನಿಗೂ 8 electrons ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನಿಗೂ 8 electrons ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So 8 electrons ಆದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? There is a formation of 2 covalent bond between the 2 oxygen atom. So hence the covalency is 2. So it is called divalent. The combining capacity is 2. So that's why the covalent bond is 2 here between the two hydrogen atoms. So hence it is having a 2 covalency. Similarly for nitrogen. So nitrogen is having 3 bonds between them, 3 covalent bonds. So totally 3 electrons are combined with the other nitrogen atom. So hence the covalency is 3. So it is called trivalent. Similarly for carbon. So carbon, so totally 4 covalency. So that's why it is known as tetravalent. So here the combining capacity is 1. So hence it is known as monovalent. Here the combining capacity is 2. So that's why the covalency is 2. Here combining capacity is 3. So hence it is having a 3 covalency. Here the combining capacity is 4. So that's why it is known as tetravalent. Okay. So one thing you should remember. So valency and oxidation state, those are not one and the same. So valency is a whole number which do not have any sign. Oxidation state or oxidation number is a whole number which is having sign like negative or positive sign. If it is a negative, that indicates loss of electron will taking place. If it is a positive, that if it is a positive, then loss of electron taking place. If it is a negative, then gain of electron taking place. Okay. So oxidation state is nothing but the number of electrons are lost or gained in the outermost shell of electrons. The valency is nothing but the combining capacity of an element. Either it may combine 1 electrons or 2 electrons or 3 electrons. So depending upon the combining capacity, we are going to explain the. So next, let's learn about radicals. So radicals are nothing but these are the atoms or group of atoms which possesses an electric charge. So radical ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಇರಬಹುದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತೀವಿ ರಾಡಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಐದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಅ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ, chlorine. Okay, sodium is having a positive charge and chlorine is having a negative charge. So when we consider the charge, it is known as ions. Okay, so Na plus and Cl minus, so it is the sodium ion, this is a chloride ion. Is it clear? So when the atom consider or which is having a positive charge, then it is known as basic radical. So when the atom or a group of atom possesses a negative charge, so it is called acid radical. Okay, so positive charge is nothing but cations, negative charge is nothing but anion. Is it clear? So ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತೀವಿ radicals ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾಟಯಾನು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ರಾಡಿಕಲ್, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತೀವಿ ಆನಿಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. So in inorganic compounds, it should contain one acid radical and one basic radical compulsorily, then only it becomes neutral one. Okay, so one inorganic compounds alli acid radical irlebeku, innondu basic radical irbeku, avaga matra adu neutral molecules agutte. Okay, so radicals are nothing but, so these are the atoms or group of atoms. Group of atoms means like this: sulfate, SO4, 2 minus. Okay, so this is a group of atom, so which is having a negative charge, so that's why it is known as acid radical. So that is nothing but atoms. Okay, so atoms or group of atom which possesses an electric charge. Either it may be a positive charge or it may be a negative charge. If it is having a positive charge, then it is called basic radical. If it is having a negative charge, then it is called acid radical. Okay, so we know about radicals now, we know about valency now, and how to write the symbol for an element. So ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ದಾಗ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, so we don't know how to write a formula, right? So now I am going to explain you how to write a chemical formula for a particular compound, inorganic compound. Okay, so for in the first step we should write the name of the compound. ಈಗ ಯಾವ ಕಂಪೌಂಡಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬೇಕು ಆ ಕಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಇಂದ ಹೆಸರು ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. So that is the first step. So for example, sodium chloride. So first the name of the compound should be written. So sodium chloride, that is the first step. In the second step, we have already know about the symbol. So we have to write the symbol of the element which are present in the compound. So how many elements are there here? So sodium is one element and chlorine is the other element. So two atoms are there. So we have to write the symbol of both the elements. Okay. So as I already explained you, the sodium is having a symbol Na and chlorine is having a symbol Cl. Okay. So why it is ends with IDE? Because it is an anion, so that's why it ends with IDE. Okay, chlorine anta bariyangilla, chloride anta baritare. Understood? So as I already explained you, the inorganic compound contain one acid radical and one basic radical, then only it is a neutral one. So it is an ion. Okay, so sodium matte chlorine iruvanta element. So sodium ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು electrons ಇವೆ? 11 electrons are there. Chlorine is having 17 electrons. Okay, so one electron is excess here for sodium, one electron is less for chlorine. So to attain stability, it lose one electrons to the formation of Na plus, so that is the sodium ion. It gain one electron to attain stability to the formation of minus ion. Okay, so Na plus and Cl minus. So symbol should be written in the second step, and as well as the charge of the element should be written in the second step. Okay. Then the third step, the valency should be crossed. It must be crossed. So why the valency should be crossed? So only we have to take the number. We do not consider the charge. So we have to consider only the valency. So as I already explained you, valency is a whole number which do not having any sign. So we have to consider only the number. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 1 ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 1 ಇದೆ. So Na cross ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So Na1, Cl1. If any common terms are there, they will cancel each other. ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So what is the formula, final formula for the sodium chloride? So sodium NaCl is the final formula for the sodium chloride. So these are the steps to write chemical formula. Okay, so this is one example. So I am going to explain you one more example. So that is how to write aluminum sulfate. So aluminum sulfate formula ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So the first step, the name should be written as it is. So in the second step, symbol should be written. So Al. Sulfate is a group of atom which is having a negative charge. Okay, so it is having +3 oxidation state, -2 oxidation state. Okay, then we have to cross the valencies. Valency should be crossed in the third step. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ cross ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ E2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, SO4, E3 ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so this is the final formula for aluminum sulfate. So aluminum sulfate Al2SO4 thrice. So this is the way of writing a chemical formula. So today we learnt about some symbols of the elements as well as radicals, then valency. So what do you mean by valency? Then what is a radical? What are the types of radical, and how to write a chemical formula of an inorganic compound. So these are the basic of the inorganic chemistry. So in the next video we are going to study the actual portion of first UC. Thank you.